Morning, good to be here. Look forward to this group. I think all players are pretty attacking, so we'll see how it pans out.
Well, the O'Sullivan break-off didn't bode well.
Yeah, it might be a bit rusty. I think it'll be, you know, whenever you play Ronnie O'Sullivan, it's a big day, but first time for Farakh to experience it. Looking forward to see how he handles that, and if he gets some early chances, hopefully settle down and play well.
So, Michael, you've not only played O'Sullivan, you've beaten him. What's the key? What's the key to performing at your best, given the intimidation factor of coming up against the Rocket?
I think that is part of it, the intimidation factor. As players, we're all fans of him because he's so amazing. But when you play him, you have to sort of put that aside and just play your own game. And it's something I've always been able to do, funnily enough. I don't really never bother doing playing. I just get on what I'm doing. And if if I play well, I've got a chance. But yes, I think it's very, very easy to be intimidated. So you've got to try and get over that, really, and play well, because even if he plays bad, it's probably all right. Well, bad for him is all right for most.
Well, I think that's the key with professional snooker. You don't have to play your best to win. You just have to play better than the other guy on the day. And sometimes even that isn't sufficient.
Yeah, the way snooker's, the way it's played, you can sometimes play better in a way than your opponent and still lose, you know, if they miss and not leave anything. So it can be quite frustrating like that. So you've got to try and keep your mind on the job and stay in the moment and just take your chances when you get them. But yeah, we'll see. He's put a good red there, not quite landed. So if he puts the white that side of the table, he's played a good shot there.
Right,
Well, he's not got anything simple here.
I'll get this in early so you can get your entries in early. We've got another competition for you today. The winner receives 2 tickets to the Champion of Champions, end of October, early November, up in Bolton. Always the double kiss is narrowly avoided. And the 2 tickets will be for Ronnie O'Sullivan's group. So you will get to see the Rocket at least on one occasion. The question is, in early May this year, O'Sullivan won his 7th World Championship at the Crucible. How many on the way to winning the World Championship this year? So how many frames did Ronnie O'Sullivan lose on the way to winning the World Championship this year? Answers on Twitter, please, to the official Championship League Twitter, which is @CLSnooker. Well, we'll give you the answer, as we always do, this evening.
Well, Farakh's plotted 2 good reds already in this frame, so he's got a tough pink here, and he'll have a good chance if he gets on a red. A big shot. Just cut it too thick.
Farakh, good job. 1.
Now, if you didn't know what the intimidation factor wasn't, well, that pink, I think, sums it up. And if he's on the red just above the black, that was an outrageous shot. I don't think he quite is.
Yeah, it was a fantastic shot, and like you say, with the intimidation factor, one of the most intimidating things is when you play him is that he can go out there and play like he's in his living room, and just hit shots like that. That he seems so relaxed and in control of himself. And if you're a player sitting there feeling a bit edgy, it's so intimidating. And he gets in, and before you know it, the balls are everywhere. He's just such a brilliant snooker player.
Everyone, of course, zoned in on the fact it was his 7th world title, which was a
15.
A record-equaling achievement at the Crucible.
16.
Emulating the record of 7 from Stephen Hendry, but so many other records involved. It was his 39th ranking title.
Yeah, he's everything. He's amazing. I mean, we've all known he's the best for quite a while now, and he's just, you know, chipping away at
22.
all the records. But yeah, I mean, he's just the greatest ever, isn't he?
23.
I really think it's indisputable.
Yeah, I think within the game, most players have thought that for like I say, quite a few years now. It's just it's not so much just what he does, the way he goes about it. You know, he's got flair. He's just everything. His demeanour around the table is brilliant, and this looks perfect. No, it's pulled up. I know it is
30.
all right. I think these tables played so quick the other day. The white just keeps on going, and look how he's just judges that perfect. So.
31.
Like, this isn't easy. It's not a gimme, but just hits it lovely.
The timing was exquisite.
37.
Yeah, he can always seem to sort of get that feel very early on with the table.
38.
I mean, like I say, these tables are really quick, and he finds the pace so quickly and so easily, or seems so easily. But that's mainly because he's so in control of his cue action and his technique that he can
45.
he can get that judgment of pace so early. A lot of
46.
players, they're a bit edgy, so things aren't quite working like they should, and you keep running out of position. But look, now he's in, and he just looks so relaxed. I mean, it helps being 7 times world champion as well.
53. 54.
The referee is Dave Ford, who's having to be kept on his toes to keep up with this pace.
60.
Yeah, he's just an artist.
61.
64 in front, 59 on, so the first frame
66.
is effectively in the books.
Might play a cannon here. Yeah,
67.
it's been a little bit unlucky.
He was almost very lucky there. The blue nearly
67.
went in off the green. 67 should be enough, I think. Ajay is just coming back because it's the first frame, and he wants to knock a few in. With regard to getting snookers, I think that's an unrealistic possibility.
1.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do. Get a few pots under your belt and try and get the pace of the table, because he's not out of it yet. It's these short matches that can turn pretty quickly, so he's got to hold on to that.
8. Farakh to jump. 8.
I think if I was playing O'Sullivan, one of the problems I'd feel as though I was some form of hindrance because he plays so quickly. Normally, if one player dictates the pace of a match, it's a slow player who grinds the other one down. But with him, I always find that players do tend to speed up.
Yeah, I think for a slow player to slow it down, you know, people have got to miss and give them a chance to do that. But with Ronnie, just if he gets to the table and he gets the balls open, and he'll just keep potting. So it's nothing anyone can do about it. Yeah, if you just keep potting balls, you know, nobody can do anything about it, and that's what he does a lot.
I also feel psychologically a lot of players go in against him and have imposter syndrome. They feel inferior, and they are. But the point is, you've got to try and bridge that gap and tell yourself, I can beat him on my day.
Yep,
No.
definitely. You know, he is, whenever you play him, you're the second best player out there. But you've got to sort of remind yourself that the way snooker is as a game, it doesn't, you know, if you get to the table and take your chances,
15.
it doesn't matter who you're playing. And you've got to sort of
17.
believe that you can play to a level that's good enough to win. So it's easier said than done, but
20.
you know, it is doable. It happens all the time.
24.
And of course, his fellow top players, they don't have that problem. They know they can compete.
29.
Yes, they have, obviously, with the success they've had, all the top players, they've got that belief instilled in them, so they can easily compete. They're brilliant players in their own right, but when it's an inexperienced
35.
player, sometimes you can see them sometimes wilt a little bit. But you know, it's hard. It's a tough game. When you're playing the best ever, it's even harder.
42 on the frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, that was a swift, an impressive, an eye-catching start to the new season for Ronnie.